not only is the pain of ambition going to pay off 1000x, but you are going to be grateful for it. And you're going to be grateful for the entire progress you've made up to that point, now that you've become successful. The moment that it actually happens, you're not going to be so happy about the success itself, but rather about the journey. And you will realize that it was about the journey all along. And the harder it was, the tougher it was, the more grateful you're gonna be for it. Those are gonna be some of the most beautiful memories, because now that you've made it, that's it, you've made it. But it hasn't always been that way. The struggle you've had to go through made you who you are. It molded you into the person worthy of the success you now have, of the things you were able to attract to yourself. That was created by you through the process. And you're going to be grateful for the fact that it was not all handed to you, because if it was, you would not become the person you have become. You may have had the same riches, level of success, and success is whatever your definition of it is, but you will be grateful for the fact that you had to struggle and that it was not always there, because it is in the comparison that you are able to find the beauty, the yin and yang. The pain, no, the pleasure does not feel as good without the pain. You get what I'm saying? Everything needs to be balanced in the universe, and you will be so grateful for the fact you got to struggle more than the success itself. And we have an ego, so we tend to think like, oh, I'll do it so that I get to prove everybody wrong. I get to prove, whether it's your parents or your friends, whatever, I'll get to prove them wrong because they didn't believe in me. It's not as much as about that. That is more ego. You're going to be grateful that you yourself believed in yourself, and that you were not able to prove others wrong, but you were able to prove yourself right, because from the first day you believed in yourself. It was from day one, when you felt worthy of the success you have now attracted towards yourself. You were worthy of it, which is why you knew that pursuing this journey would lead you exactly there. It is not a belief, it is a deep knowing. It is a deep knowing that cannot be taken away from you. And you will be grateful for all the sacrifices you had to make, all the fun you missed out on, all the, pleasures of life which you may have sacrificed to be where you are now. And, maybe you didn't fit in. Maybe you didn't get to have all that fun. People judged you. People misunderstood you. But guess what? You are only delusional until you become successful. Then you're a genius. You're only weird until you become successful. Then you're a genius. You get what I'm saying? It's only that until you've made it. And then once you have the results to show for what you yourself always knew was within you, but now that you have the results, and now that you have the physical, tangible manifestation of your internal genius, of your internal hard work, belief in yourself, and worthiness, now other people get to see the results, and now they call you a genius. You've been that from the start. You've been it all from the start. It all came within. It all came from within, right? You did it by yourself. So you will be grateful for the fact that you got to miss out on certain things, because you were able to learn so much on the journey of becoming successful. You were able to learn so much about human psychology, about yourself, most importantly, your work ethic. And once again, if it was all handed to you, those same lessons would not be so powerfully ingrained into your being. The struggle of becoming successful and reaching the top of the mountain teaches you so much. And it's not about actually being at the top, because you know you're gonna get there. It's not like a belief, it's a knowing. The ones that relate to what I'm saying right now, they completely understand what I'm saying. It's not a belief, it's a deep knowing that is within you from the very start. Since you're a child, you have that feeling. And it's frustrating. It is. But that frustration, that pain, that misunderstanding, that confusion, and all the negativity, all the struggle that comes with the pursuit of it, all the things you have to undergo on that journey, those are going to be the things you're going to be truly grateful for, because you got to experience it before you made it. And right now that you're on top of the mountain, you're just going to laugh. It's just going to be funny. You will be glad that it wasn't a straight path. It wasn't like a paved journey. You created it yourself. You molded it to your will, to your desire. You know? So that's it. I mean, you learned about human psychology, I mentioned. You're gonna learn so much throughout the struggle. You're gonna learn how people treat you before you are successful, so that when you are successful, you'll know, like, oh, do they say these nice things for who I am or for what I have? Are these people treating me a certain way because of what I have or what I've become, what I've achieved? Because back when I didn't, none of that was around. That's when people were doubting me. That's when nobody believed. That's when people talk down. You're a weirdo. You're delusional. You're not gonna make it. The moment you make it, you're a genius. It's like a 180 switch in the human psychology. What's more important than that is what you learn about yourself. You're gonna get the deepest understanding of yourself, how you operate, how you think, your own weaknesses, because you're gonna fall in to so many temptations, so many pitfalls that you often create for yourself, and you are gonna overcome them all. And you're gonna learn so much about yourself. And that is another gift of not having success handed to you. You go through it yourself, you create it yourself, you learn so much. And the wisdom you acquire is something that's going to serve you for the rest of your life. And even if you lose your riches, you lose the position you've attained, you lose the success, the wisdom you've attained on the journey is going to remain with you. So you never end up losing in the end. You only end up learning even more and evolving even more and discovering more things about yourself. So it's not over the moment you become successful. People think it's done once, and it is true. You do only have to become successful once, and then sometimes you can carry that through to the end of your life. Sometimes that's something you can carry through. If you end up losing it all, or if it continues, whatever happens, you become successful now, and it is not over. There is still a higher mountain to climb. That's the thing you learn. No matter what you achieve, there is always a higher mountain to climb. And even if society does not create it for you because you are successful according to society standards, you're gonna create a new mountain for yourself, because you're gonna find pleasure in actually chasing the success, actually chasing that pursuit, than the end result itself. It's gonna be the chase, not the catch. You know, like when you go fishing. I mean, I don't know if that was the best example, I can't lie. I don't know if that was the best example, but yeah, you're gonna continue on fighting because you now have the warrior spirit within yourself. And now that you're on the top of the pyramid does not mean that you sit down and drink pina coladas. You keep going. You always keep going, because there is always a higher mountain. And you're gonna know that, and you're gonna cherish that and value that, because you know that it is not about the goal, it is about the journey. I wish you all a beautiful journey. I believe in you. You can do it. Believe in yourself, and remember, you are only delusional until you become successful. Then you are a genius. So have a good rest of your day. See ya.